One of the things I am asked a lot is, Kim, do I need a funnel in my business? And the one thing I always say is, do you want to make more money in your business? All right. And honestly, truth be told, I don't know a business owner alive who does not want to make more money in your business. So if you stick around, I'm going to tell you how these 3 things that your funnel should be doing can work for you and for your business. If you are new around here, or you've shared this and you just happen to happen upon this, my name is Kim McCarter, and I am all about making sure that you really understand how to find and fill the profit holes in your business. And we do that by making sure that you understand how to use advanced sales funnel strategies to get it done. Listen, you can go anywhere on the web and find out about simple sales funnel solutions. I am the funnel trap queen. I take full ownership of that because I don't want you just to use sales funnels. I want you to embody sales funnels. And every sales funnel has 3 jobs, and that job is to attract, prime, and convert. So let's go ahead and talk about that a little bit, right? So we know that they need to attract. We know that they need to prime, and we know that they need to convert. Why is this important? Because your job of your sales funnel is not just to sell people your products and services. The job of your sales funnel is to also build relationships with your village, so that way you can truly take them through a value ladder in your business. You can introduce them to your full product suite. You can build longevity with your client base. But more importantly, when people have a know, love, and trust factor with you, where they're willing to spend their money with you, they will tell their friends, families, and followers to spend their money with you as well. And that's really how you set your brand on fire. That's really how you make sure that you are the go-to authority in your industry. And that's really how you take your business to that success that you're manifesting, that you're dreaming about, right? It's really about how you give yourself permission to live that dream lifestyle. So what does it really mean to attract, prime, and convert, right? Well, the first thing is you have to attract targeted leads, right? And you don't just want those leads to be, you don't just want targeted leads, right? Because targeted leads could mean they are people in a specific demographic. They could mean they are people who are looking for a solution. So you don't just necessarily want targeted leads. You want your leads to be high quality as well, because high quality targeted leads are leads who are really looking to invest in a solution of their problem, right? And when they happen upon you, 2 things happen. Either they immediately see you as a solution to the problem that they already knew existed, or they figure out that a problem that they couldn't really identify existed because you showed up being the solution, being the expert that you really should be for your business, but also for your tribe and for your audience, right? The other thing is they prime them, right? So this is really the part that a lot of funnels miss. A lot of funnels attract targeted leads and they immediately attempt to convert them, but they do a horrible job at priming. So you really want to make sure that you are using your funnel to build relationships. That is a key factor that a lot of funnels are missing. And the reason that they're missing that is because you are using your funnels the same way internet marketers use them, instead of really using funnels to market your business. And, you know, just in case you may have missed that, that's a word, right? The last thing they need to do is convert, right? You want to make sure they take people from interested to invested. Now, a lot of times people always ask me, and this is where it's going to get fun at, they ask me, like, they say, okay, Kim, I get it. I know that my funnels are supposed to track. I know that they're supposed to prime, and I know that they're supposed to convert. I really don't know how to make sure that I am getting that done. So I actually created an acronym last week that we're going to be using to break down how to really make sure that your funnel has all the components that it needs to have, right? So we're going to take the word funnel and we're just going to spell it out, F-U-N-N-E-L, right? So we're going to take the word funnel and we are going to spell it out for you, so that way you can make sure that your funnel is doing everything that it needs to do to attract, prime, and convert high quality targeted leads. So what these letters stand for are find, understand, nail, navigate, evaluate, and leave, right? So of course, when you first hear these things, you're like, find, understand, nail, navigate, evaluate, and leave. And you may already be like, okay, Kim, what exactly does that mean? Can you break it down for me? Don't you worry, I got your back. Okay. So the first one is find. You have to use your funnel to find your tribe. Who is your tribe? Who is the person that you're meant to serve? Who are those group of people? And do you really know, and do you really have the resources to call your dream, your ideal, those targets, those people who you really desire to work with out? Do you have the resources and understanding to know how to do that? Find your tribe. That is the first step in your funnel, is finding your tribe. Once you find that tribe, right? So I'll write that down, find the tribe. Once you find your tribe, you have to understand their lingo. One of the problems that a lot of experts have is they don't know how to speak the language of their audience. You're so busy being an expert that you show up like Sheldon. You are the know-it-all, and little do you know, whatever you're saying, regardless of how much people should be paying attention, regardless of how well you should be perceived, regardless of how much knowledge that you have, is if you are not speaking the lingo of your tribe, guess what? You're not talking to them. You're talking above them. So you do have to bring it down a couple of notches. Now, I don't mean dumb it down. What I really mean is understanding that instead of talking directly to their pain and using words like overwhelmed, anxiety, and if that's, especially if manifest, mindset, especially if that's not how your audience talks, you need to talk to them about their problems from their point of view. How does the shit that they go through really show up in their lives? How does it show up every day for them, right? Overwhelmed, people understand that they're overwhelmed. People understand that they're anxiety. People may understand that they're playing small. They may have a level of fear, but do they really show up and be like, oh my gosh, I'm scared shitless, right? Or how does that fear show up for them? Because fear shows up in a lot of different ways. It can show up in procrastination. It can show up in not getting things done when you're supposed to, right? What language is it that people use? One of my favorite points of view that I talk to about a lot that actually really triggers each and every one of you and gets you talking is when I say, how's your marriage? And the first thing they go, well, my marriage is fine. Well, we have a couple of problems. How is your marriage in the process of you building your business? And then they start thinking about it, right? And I go, let me just break it down for you. Girl, can we have a real conversation? Can we have a real conversation? Can I break it down for you real quick? And when I go to break it down and I go, listen, your husband is not being supportive, not necessarily because he doesn't want to support you. He doesn't either A, understand how to support you, or B, you haven't given him an example of how to support you. Are you going to bed? Are you sending your kids and your husband to bed at night and you're still up working on your business? Next thing you know, you ain't slept with your husband in 30 days. How does that show up in your marriage? How does that show up in your day-to-day, right? Are you missing friends and family's birthdays, anniversaries, parties, and things like that? And you say it's for the sake of building your business and you want them to be supportive of you. But listen, them being supportive of you and you building a business does not excuse you from not being supportive of them, right? So you have to understand how to speak their lingo, how to tap into what's going on and how what they're going through is affecting the everyday situations in their lives, right? So once you find your tribe, you understand their lingo and you tap into their pain from their point of view, then what you have to do is you have to use that to nail down their problems. And that kind of ties into the point of view. Nail down their problems, right? So that taps directly into their point of view. Now, I call this filling the results gap. And I get so many questions on filling the results gap because filling the results gap is really about understanding what you do and how you do it, to understanding the pain that people are going through, and understanding the signature system that you have in place that moves people from where they are to where they want to be. For whatever reason, and I know exactly why it is because they haven't nailed down to understand their lingo, people get so hooked up on talking to people from their point of view. They're not really good at storytelling. You're not good at understanding analogies and how to use them and apply them to your business. I'm going to give you a little secret hack that I use in order to get really great at this. Get up off your ass, leave the house, and go to a bookstore. And I don't mean like the neighborhood mom and pop bookstore. I mean, you need to go into a Barnes and Nobles. I mean, like you need to leave the house. It's okay. Trust me. You can leave the house. You can step away from the computer and you need to go into a Barnes and Nobles and you need to go to the magazine section. And I want you to just go up and down the aisles, pick up things that grab your attention and not just things that are related to your industry, right? Go through different magazines, whether it's GQ, food magazines, travel books, whatever, and start looking at how they advertise to people, and also start looking at some of those quizzes and looking at some of the articles they write that speak to people, especially people who are in your demographic. Because guess what? These magazines have millions upon millions of dollars in research and advertising budgets, and they've already filtered out what your tribe's problems are, and they've put it in your lap. You just have to get up, leave the house, and go find the answers. And that's my hack to how I do it. When I wanted to learn how to tap into my audience, I started subscribing to magazines. My friend Nicole, she will tell you at one point, I probably had like 10 different magazines come to the house every month. It was ridiculous, especially when it got time to recycle them, right? But it really helped me tap in to how to figure out what people were going through from their point of view. And guess what? As a business coach, my answers weren't just in business magazines. I found the best things to describe my tribe and their point of view inside of cooking magazines, especially like Rachel Ray and stuff, because she was always talking about quick and easy, right? And I was like, why is she always talking about quick and easy? Because guess what? As women, we are moms, we are wives, we are sisters, we're employees, we're business owners, we're aunties. We have all of these roles. So we are looking how to make home cooked meals quick and easy, right? So she was specifically talking to that demographic. I just used her words and applied them to my business, all right? So you're going to find your tribe. You're going to understand their lingo. You're going to nail down their problems, and then you're going to navigate them. Wrong color. Navigate them to the solution. And the solution is going to be you. What is it? What is the product or service that you offer that helps them solve their problems? Navigate them to the solution, quick and easy, right? And then you're going to evaluate your processes. Your process, I'm going to put in systems, right? You're going to evaluate your processes and systems. This is where the tech comes in at. This is where the onboarding comes in at. And this is where your signature system comes in at. And then you're going to leave the BS at the door. And what do I mean by leave the BS at the door? I mean all of the gimmicks, all of the tricks. Like, you know what I mean? I think my friend Stefan said it, my virtual friend Stefan said it best a couple of weeks ago. I'm tired of tricking you into your transformation. You know that you need to solve this problem. You know that you need to put this work in. And the only way for you to get this, I'm trying to figure out, okay. The only way for you to get this work in is if you leave the BS at the door, whether that's BS about trying to get people to sign up, whether that's BS about, like, you know, all of the fancy gadgets and trying all the latest tricks. I tell people all the time, the best marketing methods are the simplest. I'm not saying they cannot and won't get complex later on, especially as you start trying to hit different areas in your business, or as you trying to navigate into different levels of business and you start adding on multiple streams. But if you start out with a simple solution, the easiest solution, and then you add the complex layers later on, it is a lot easier than trying to do everything at once. If you knew how to do everything at once, you wouldn't be overwhelmed. You wouldn't be confused. You wouldn't be filled with anxiety. You wouldn't be still trying to figure out why your business isn't popping off. You still wouldn't be trying to figure out why are you repelling more people to your business instead of signing more people up. You wouldn't be trying to figure out why people are jumping in your inbox asking you can they barter with you, or asking you, hey, I know you said this is this, but is there a payment plan available? And you're looking like you want a payment plan on a $500 product, you would understand how that is happening because you're probably filled in BS. So your funnel has, every funnel has 3 jobs: attract, prime, and convert. And the easiest way for you to make that happen is to follow my funnel method. Find the tribe, understand their lingo, nail down their problems, navigate them to the solution, evaluate your products and systems, and leave the BS at the door.